Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's Saint JJ. Today we're coming back with a video again talking about Helium, and of course on this content itself we're gonna focus more on this low earnings slash equals like no earnings, and of course this cover of this topic of basically this deny list that people have been talking about. And of course on this content itself I'm gonna bring you all the updates that you need to know. How do you check, and after that how do you know that if you're on a deny list, how do you remove yourself from the deny list. And of course from there, this over here is, I would say, I am not really against it nor supportive of this deny list. So in this video itself we are going to basically know more about this, and of course disclaimer, I am going to basically throughout this video I'm going to throw like referral links, affiliate links, and of course from there I would say products that is owned by me or whatsoever. I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. So if you guys want to support my channel itself, feel free to use all the links down below. And of course if you want to join my community, which is all linked down below, just click on it, and after that from there we can basically jump into the recap itself. So previously yesterday I have talked about like Helium again, talking about updates that you need to know, basically the super tuned antenna, and of course how do you get the hotspot for free, stuff like this. And of course in this content itself I'm gonna basically run through again. So number one, if you want to buy a hotspot, you can head over to Cortex.com, Cortex/store.com, using my link down below, and of course use my referral link SE Crypto to get a 3% off the products that they are selling. And of course right now they are doing a pre-order only, so over here just basically you can basically bulk buy or whatsoever, and after that at a cheaper price. And of course let's say you want to get into the Helium hotspot like earnings itself, you want to be a part of the Helium community, but of course you do not want to spend a single cent itself, I have the opportunity for you, basically Extra Digital, which is the company that I've created with two of my partners. We have basically came out with this program itself to basically expand the Helium network, and of course incentivize partner like you. If let's say you're interested in joining, just feel free to use the link down below, extradigital.xyz/helios, and over here register your interest. And of course there's some details that we need to know before we can basically contact you, and after that from there insert the hotspot at your house. And of course this is totally free of charge, and of course I would say there's an incentive program inside of it. Basically we're gonna loan your location to basically host our hotspot, and after that from there you will get a part of the earnings. So I would say this is like an incentivized program. I would say this program itself can basically help those who are really help you cover your internet bills, but of course don't expect like making millions out of this, because it is impossible, straight up. And of course right now I'm gonna jump into the topic itself, the earning lows, and after that no earnings. What do I mean by that? So if you have not done this, basically smash the like button, and of course turn on post notification and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course by talking about this low earnings slash no earnings itself, is basically like for the past few weeks itself you might be realizing that okay, for Helium itself in Singapore we are like earning very little. Like from, I would say on average, previously when I got into Helium itself it was like maybe 0.1 HNT, varies from basically you can earn from 0.1 HNT all the way to 0.5 HNT per day, depending on location, your height and everything. So over here I would say that these are the criteria that you need to know. But of course right now the reward has been slashed because of the 450 to basically 920 something. Basically the interval itself has increased, and of course I would say that all this factor itself is the reason for the low rewards. And of course another factor on the low rewards is basically are you truthful with your location assertion. So what do I mean by that? Basically for those who are into the Helium ecosystem itself, basically you might have just aped into this Helium. They call it like the mining, and of course the very low efficient mining. Like you might be thinking about, okay, during August itself people have been talking about it, and after that people have been claiming to make millions. I'll not say million, maybe thousands of dollars in a single day, and after that basically they can return their investment in like 1 week or even 1 day. I do not know, previously it happened. Basically people can make like thousands or even 2,000 or 3,000 from this Helium mining itself. But of course all the content that you see, if let's say you research for high Helium rewards or whatsoever, it is in the country in the US, in the Europe or whatsoever. I do not know why. Basically in Asia itself I have not seen like people making like $1,000 a day, because I mean I already say Helium are somehow racist, I do not know. But of course I would say over here itself it is somehow like centralized because of this deny list that is out, and I'm very I would say upset about it. But of course what I mean by this low earnings to no earnings itself, because some of you guys have not done any research. You guys just, okay, I know that I buy this device, I put at home, it is gonna cost me only like $2 to run it per month, just only $2 to run it, compared to like GPU mining or ASIC mining, which costs like $15 to $20 a day just to operate itself, with the electricity cost of I don't know, 29 cents or something like that in Singapore, and after that converted to US dollar is 22 cents. If let's say you use the mining calculator, you might see that okay, a day to operate Bitcoin mining or GPU mining is gonna cost you a lot. But of course, with this Helium mining itself, is only like $2 per month. I would say per month just $2. So if you divide it, basically the reward, I mean the cost for you to operate itself is less than $0. I would say, yeah, around 6 cents per day, which is right now 6 cents you can't even buy a sweet. So I would say over here, to run this operation itself is only going to cost you 6 cents. And of course, I would say some of you guys just bought it, and after that, from there, you do not know what you're doing. And of course, previously on the Helium network app itself, I would say the Helium official app, where you insert the hotspot itself, it is not really I would say not really like I don't know, cutting edge, or I would say not really accurate when you click on the insert location. So some of you guys might have accidentally inserted your location based on your iPhones or maybe your Android devices, that is maybe the GPS signal is not working or whatsoever. Maybe you are located maybe just over here, but of course, if let's say you zoom in itself, maybe you are living in this block itself, but of course your GPS suddenly detected that your location is maybe at here, so you might insert it over here instead of over here. So there's a big discrepancy, and of course from there, people might have flagged you as a spoofer, and from there you are somehow flagged as a spoofing people. You are basically spoofing to game the system whatsoever, but you have no knowledge to it because you have not done any research or whatever to the network itself. Therefore, I would say this is the result of you might be on the denied list. So over here, we're going to talk about what is this centralized denied list all about now. Alright, so this over here, the HIP40 validator denied list. So this is the only, I mean, this is the validator denied list. But of course, this over here, we have been like speaking about this denied list that is happening on the Helium network itself. And after that, let me go back. So I'm just going to basically read out to you what is this denied list over here. So over here, the introduction, basically over here, this is a key community request. So people have been like yeah, basically, you know, people who want to game the system itself, they bought a few bunch of hotspot, host it at a single area, the neighboring itself, they basically host it, spoof it, and of course from there game the system for rewards. So over here, this over here is to basically counter this kind of people who are gaming the system. At the same time, I would say this over here is also have another reason, basically by blocking all of them out, the rest of the community will have more rewards. So you can say it's a good thing and a bad thing. And of course, I would say this over here is kind of centralized because you are basically putting it on GitHub, and after that, I would say people who are on the network itself, like me and you, who just buy the device and after that do not know about GitHub, do not know what the fuck is going on with the development, you just buy the machine, plug it, and after that, from there, the next few days later or maybe a month later, you have found yourself on the denied list without your knowledge, and after that, from there, you have been like earning peanuts for maybe 1 month or even 2 months or even 3 months, not earning anything because you have fall under the denied list. But of course, you do not know what is happening, and after that, they do not ping you like, or suddenly ping you on the app, you have been added to the denied list. No, none of that is happening. So I would say it's kind of centralized, and after that, from there, kind of sneaky for those who are not really updating themselves with the Helium network. That's why I would say this over here, the investment has been sold to you as basically a plug and play device, and after that, from there, you can just put it there and you can just leave it, and of course don't need to think about it, whatever it is in the future. But of course, unfortunately, it is not sell at this way, because from whatever we are seeing over here, they are trying to basically add this denied list in, and after that, from there, I would say it is really bad. But of course, I would say they do not prompt you telling you that you're on the denied list or whatsoever, and of course people can just report you on GitHub. And after that, over here on the GitHub, how does it work itself? Basically over here, once you have fallen into this denied list itself, for some reason somebody reported you, people don't like you or whatsoever, they just came up with the story to say that you are spoofing, and with enough evidence, you can land on yourself on the denied list. And if you're on the denied list itself, your earnings will be super low, as good as zero. So I would say, yeah, basically once you have landed there, getting out itself is very hard. And after that, I would say, why do I say it's very hard? Because by reading through all of the comments, and of course the issues that over here, there basically 2.1k worth of issue, people reporting each other, requesting to be removed from the denied list. And I would say this over here is really a nightmare. And after, I do not know who's the moderators over here. So we can see there's some moderators over here basically controlling, approving this denied list. So do you tell me, is this centralized or a decentralized project? So we're gonna basically tell you how do you check yourself if you are on the deny list. So first of all, the official site for you to check the deny list is basically their GitHub, because on the GitHub itself, I'm going to link it down below. Just click on the issues, click on it, and after that over here you can see that okay, there's an additional, there's like people trying to request themselves being removed or whatsoever. Over here additional, I don't know all of this terminology, and after that over here removal, people are requesting to remove their hotspots, and after that it's been opened like 4 hours ago, and after that people are talking. Basically these are what is going on. Basically people are telling you that they are like snapping their picture of the setup to prove that they are not spoofing, and of course over here you somehow got reported because of some reason that people do not like you, or maybe you own too many hotspots, and after that people deem that you are a spoofer because you own like I don't know hundreds to 200s over a hotspot, or even 5 hotspots. People might think you are spoofing and they decided to report you because they buisong with you, and after that you are making like maybe more than average, and of course people get salty to start, and they will start like coming out with a conspiracy theory without checking the facts, and after that you land yourself on the deny list. So how do you check it? It's very simple. Just head over to your wallet. I'm just going to plug whatever it is, click on your hotspot, just copy your address itself, and over here on the deny list itself there's a filter button. Just paste your hotspot address inside and click enter, and after if let's say oh there's no match to your search result, voila, you're safe, you're not on the deny list. So if let's say you want to check have a proper way of checking, it's very simple. You can head over back to the deny list over here, and of course you can click on the release. Over here this release itself is going to be a filter bin, which is a bunch of whatever is that, and I'm not going to click on it. Over here do not need to click on anything, just head over to the deny list, click on the deny list.csv, click on it, and after that you have to view it, you have to download it, and after that from there you can have a proper view because the file is too goddamn big. People have been reported and everything, so I'm not going to download it, but of course it has been updated from time to time. So if you want to, the fastest way to check itself is very simple. One, head over to Helium bot, place your address, and after that over here you will see that okay, this is a normal address. If you want to do a double check itself, head over to the HIP, basically the deny list GitHub itself, paste your name over there. Over here on the issues, just paste your address and click on enter, and you will see that there's no match equals you are safe. So we are gonna check like if let's say you're on the deny list, how will it happen. So I'm just gonna basically pull some data out over here. Right, so for the user-friendly interface itself, just head over here, paste on the Helium bot data. You will see that if let's say you are added on the deny list, you'll be like, this hotspot seems to be added on the deny list without you knowing, and after that from there you might be thinking, oh my god, what did I do, man? What do I do? I'm just putting it in my house, and after that from there somehow I got on the deny list, and you are panicking. So relax over here. To check it out itself, just paste your hotspot address over here and click on search, and it's gonna tell you over here straight up. If let's say you have been on the deny list, this thing is gonna pop up telling you that this hotspot is on the deny list. Another way to check itself, very simple, head over to the issues, and after that the same thing, paste your address, enter, and you see okay, oh shit, additional, you see something popping out over here on the search bar. That means you are somehow being added to the deny list / people have reported you. So you have to see what kind of status it is. If let's say it's closed, that means that's you are already on the deny list. If let's say it's open, you still have a chance to go over there, and after that from there you can basically speak your whatever you want to basically argue, and of course not get on the deny list. But of course nobody is here to tell you or ping you that okay, your hotspot has been added to the deny list or whatsoever, because this is a centralized act, I would say, for the Helium network itself to basically do this sneaky stuff on GitHub, and of course reporting people that you do not like, or people that are earning more than average, and after you are being a salty bastard or whatsoever, you just report them, and after that from there eventually your report goes through, somebody get banned, or not say get banned, get onto the deny list, and after that from there they will not like receive on their phone itself telling them you have been like okay, yeah, you have been added on the deny list. Nothing of that is gonna happen. So this is a very sneaky thing, so you have to really do your due diligence, do checks from time to time. I would say every week or maybe every month, just do a check. Or let's say you have low earnings itself, you want to do a check. So the next thing is, how do you remove yourself from the deny list? Right, so for example, you've already done your search, and after that on the issue itself, oh shit man, I've been added to the deny list. You click on it, and after that this salty person or whatever reported you, and after that telling you that oh, this is a cluster, you have a lot of hotspot cluster analysis. And after that over here you can see the reason, basically a tiny bit of housekeeping on CM mega cluster. Okay, for example, this is just somebody that reported you, they have some evidence, and after that some of their conspiracy theory, or I don't know what kind of application they use to basically detect it, or they just flew over to your place, and after that from there just use the I don't know, the map sensor or whatsoever to do the coverage, and after that found out that there's no signal, but then there's a hotspot here, so yeah, fuck. So over here you might be thinking, okay, how do I remove myself here? How do I clear my name or whatsoever? Very simple. On this page itself, on the Helium bot, it's going to tell you can click here to appeal. Just click here and you can see, okay, so over here, how do I like appeal? So what you want to do is read whatever on the GitHub says over here on the code itself. Just scroll down, just type removing. Okay, so removal from this list. So over here is very simple. At this time itself, you may open the issue if let's say you found yourself on this deny list itself. Just head over to GitHub. If let's say you do not have an account, sign up an account, and after that from there just click on new issues. And after that over here, what you need to provide itself is simple. Basically request to remove, for example, get started. So over here they're gonna ask you a bunch of questions, and after that from there, basically you're here into a decentralized project. You're here to support the decentralized movement or network. But over here you have to provide lots of reason, photos, and after that from there to justify yourself, because somehow this centralized act itself is going to remove your earnings, and after that potentially basically make your ROI close to zero. And I would say once you're on this list itself, your ROI is goodbye. I mean, you can just kiss goodbye to your ROI, and after that I would say, yeah, over here you can see there's a lot of questions that they're asking, and of course you have to really go and find out whatever it is. And of course, if you want to remove yourself from this deny list itself, better have a solid picture of whatever is going on your own setup itself. And after that you can see some of the issues. We can just have a read over here. So over here, remove, so we can see that, okay, so they are asking for a removal, hotspot name, and after that a bunch of addresses. And after that from here, additional information. This is very important. Basically you need to take a picture of your setup, and after that proof that you're not spoofing. Instead you are really providing like the ultimate coverage. And of course over here, this antenna you are using is solid, and of course make sure you're not using this antenna, because if let's say you're really using this antenna and you're spoofing your DBI count or whatsoever, you also can be charged in the deny list. But of course this over here shows that the setup is using this, and after that from there there's a bunch of cables. And of course from here hopefully he can basically justifies himself, and after that not get out of the deny list. So over here this is how you do it, and over here a bunch of photos that you need to really take off. And after that basically just look at some reference. How you want to do it is very simple. Head over to the GitHub itself, just click on the labels, and after that you can click on removal. On the removal itself, just read on whatever people are doing over here, and after that from there you can basically just know what is ongoing. And after that from there you can try to appeal your way out. And of course let's say you are not on the deny list, then that's very good. And after that continue whatever you're doing, and of course do not spoof or whatsoever on the network. So basically last episode of this whole this topic itself, basically my thoughts about this deny list. Alright, so the thoughts about this HIP40, basically the deny list itself, I would say is rather contradicting to tell people that you are a decentralized project, basically by this people powered network over here. Yes, people are powering your network, but of course it's controlled by a bunch of few to basically approve the deny list. And after that from there, over here you can see, by landing yourself on this deny list, you are not, first of all, you're not being informed. The hotspot owners will not get a ping that they are on the deny list from the app or whatsoever. So they are like stupidly worrying that it might just be the network, they're updating the network, and after that from there, after X amount of period, it is gonna be fine and everything, and after that I can get back my earnings. But of course, never to know, if let's say they do not know about this deny list, they might just be on the deny list forever, and after that hoping to ROI some fine day. So I would say that some fine day will never come, because once you're on the list, you're not earning you're not earning as much, and of course you can be earning zero. And of course I would say it's kind of effed up that people are basically putting you on the deny list. I mean, like, it is a good thing for the ecosystem to reward people that is really I would not say reward people, but of course if you report somebody, you are basically helping the network by reducing the rewards being issued to them. And after that, basically Helium itself, there's a pool of rewards that is over here for the X amount of year. I mean, like 1 year there's gonna be like, let's say 2 million Helium in the reward system, and of course divided by X amount of hotspots. And of course people who are spoofing will get eliminated, and after that from there, those people who are working hard and after that working truthfully, you will get the amount of helium that is going to be distributed from time to time, but of course it is kind of unfair for those who did nothing, and after that, just by owning a bunch of hotspots and after that locating at different locations, and of course suddenly you just got reported for spoofing somehow, and after that they somehow approve you. So from the reports that I see over here, it is not really like a deep investigation or whatsoever telling you like I don't know how they check the facts or whatsoever, but of course by looking at the close itself we can see that some of the most of it is removed. So over here you can see over here hummingbird self-witnessing cluster. So over here you can see the reason they basically name out all of the things using this whatever stuff they want to talk about, and after that they somehow know about this deeply, and after that we can see that they even use this kind of I don't know, some kind of high-tech software to basically detect, and after that from there report you, and after that I would say this over here is very good work, and I would say yeah, I mean it's good to basically remove people from the deny list, but of course there's one feature that is missing out, is basically prompting them that they have landed themselves on the deny list so they can justify their action or whatsoever. And after that I would say this over here is really needed, and of course I would say every time a deny list that happen, there is no voting that is ongoing on who gets to appeal or whatsoever. It's just basically a GitHub report over here, and after that from here, after reading it, oh okay, somebody on the moderator / contributor side will just close the topic, and after that from there they will merge whatever it is to be added on the deny list. So I would say it's just controlled by a few people that can just, I mean, just don't justify you. Basically 14 contributors who are probably the moderator of this deny list, they can just approve it, and of course from there, yeah, I mean, you can tell me is this decentralized or not, but of course there's only one thing that is really needed to be done, is to inform the people who are being added on the list, to tell them that they are on the deny list through the application, because this application is linked to the address, and after that from there the hotspot owner must know that if they are landed here. So if let's say this is done properly, I will say this over here will not look so centralized, instead it will look pretty awesome. For fact itself, it is somehow a good thing that there's a deny list, but not a good thing that people do not know about this deny list, and after that from there landing yourself onto it is kind of easy. I mean, to be honest, just do something stupid, and after that from there you'll just lose whatever earnings in the future. And yeah, basically I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly leave a thumbs up to the channel, and I mean to this video, and of course subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.